In my book, In the Shadows of the Deep State, we expose the handling of the war in Vietnam as a debacle run by members of the Council on Foreign Relations, the One World, New World Order advocating organization. Defeat was snatched from the jaws of the victories in battle won by our fighting men. In addition, the military was prevented from hitting targets that would have won the war. Victory was given away at the negotiating table by CFR member Henry Kissinger. The same applies to Afghanistan. We showed that from the start, the Afghan war was led by CFR members, including General Petraeus, who subsequently became the head of the CIA and got caught in a sex scandal, which forced him to resign and plead guilty to one count against him. He went from there to heading up the plan for the CFR for uniting North America, in other words, the United States, Canada, and Mexico, into a single country, which would abrogate the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution with its Bill of Rights. This scheme is commonly referred to as the North American Union among conservatives. Now we have witnessed the fall of the Afghan government and the rapid sweeping advancement of the Taliban across all of Afghanistan. In the process, the Afghans who helped us are now in fear of their lives. We have evacuated many of our government people, but the government has made the statement that they may not even try to get all of them out. In addition, we've left behind millions and millions of dollars of military equipment now in the hands of the Taliban, including some of the latest technology in military equipment. Much of this is already on its way to Pakistan and then China, according to interviews on Fox television of Afghani experts. Pakistan and China are allies, even as we pay for the military and intelligence capabilities of Pakistan. The Pakistani military and intelligence service have helped the Taliban all along. We pay Pakistan, and then they help the Taliban. This is how screwed up our foreign policy and military leadership is, particularly from the CIA. Can this ongoing reality be an accident? Instead of removing our American citizens and equipment before withdrawing our military, we did the opposite. Withdrawal of our military and left our civilians and equipment behind. Just who engineered this withdrawal? How could it have been so badly done? An idiot could have done it better. It goes back to this book. The people in charge of the current Afghan situation are members of the CFR. Let us remind you that the CFR's mission is a one-world government, not an independent United States. Here is a list of those involved, and they will include the CIA Director William J. Burns, Secretary of Defense General Lloyd J. Austin, and Secretary of State Anthony J. Blinken, all of whom are members of the CFR. In addition to these people, over 24 high-level members of the intelligence community and military leadership in the Biden administration are members of the CFR. We have a reprint from our magazine, The New American, titled CFR, Still the Power Behind the Throne, which documents these people. The CFR has steadily been surrendering the sovereignty of the United States since their members have gained foreign policy positions in the federal government. Just a few weeks prior to the takeover by the Taliban, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark A. Milley, stated that a Taliban takeover was not a foregone conclusion. The week of the fall of Afghanistan, he said that, quote, nothing I or anyone else saw indicated the collapse, unquote. He's supposed to know what he's doing. Obviously, he doesn't. General Milley makes an imposing figure in his uniform with all the spaghetti on it. But his testimony before a congressional committee, he seems more concerned about patriotic Americans being terrorists than he does the real terrorists. Some have criticized the Biden administration as being weak. It appears that way, but appearances can be deceiving. What can have the appearance of weakness or stupidity can simply be treason. To better understand this statement, you should read this book. Then keep it beside you as a reference as you look at the evening news to look up the people they're giving us as experts.